Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The supervisor and colleagues, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Fitri Amalia, together with my fellow researchers Agus Diwana Swami and Abdul Halik from Muhammadiyah University of Makassar. On this occasion, we intend to present our research paper entitled Financial Performance Analysis of Fast Food Indonesia (KFC) period 2016 to 2023. An introduction, Fast Food Indonesia, PBK, the exclusive KFC franchise holder in Indonesia since 1978, has navigated significant economic challenge, including the COVID-19 pandemic. This study aims to analyze the company's financial performance from 2016 to 2023 by examining key financial ratios such as profitability, liquidity, and solvency. The research seeks to understand how the company has adapted to market dynamics, evaluate its financial health, and provide strategic insights for stakeholders, investors, and academic amid evolving customer preference and global economic disruption. On the background, Fast Food Indonesia, a prominent KFC franchise in Indonesia since 1978, operates in a rapidly evolving fast food industry characterized by changing urban lifestyles and consumer preference. The period from 2016 to 2023 presented significant economic challenges, including global economic shift and the COVID-19 pandemic, creating a complex business environment. Amid intense competition from local and international brands, the company's financial performance becomes critical, necessitating a comprehensive analysis of key financial ratios for understanding its strategic positioning and resilience in a dynamic market landscape. On the problem statement, the financial performance analysis of Fast Food Indonesia (KFC) shows a significant downward trend in recent years, with consecutive loss since 2020. The company recorded a loss of 300.61 billion in 2020, increasing to 377.18 billion in 2021, continuing with a loss of 77.45 billion in 2022 and 418.21 billion in 2023. This decline in performance was influenced by the ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic as well as change in consumer preference in increasingly competitive market dynamics. This decline in performance was influenced by the ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic as well as change in consumer preference in increasingly competitive market dynamics. Responding to this situation, the company rationalized operation by reducing the number of outlets from 762 to 715 outlets and making adjustments to the organizational structure, which resulted in a reduction in the number of employees from 15,989 to 13,715. This study aims to evaluate the financial performance trend of Fast Food Indonesia for the period 2016 to 2023 through the analysis of profitability, liquidity, and solvency ratio, including return on assets, current ratio, and debt to equity ratio. The financial is limited to publicly available financial data from the company's annual report, focusing on quantitative financial metrics and considering the impact of major economic events such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Methodology. This study employs descriptive research with a quantitative approach analyzing Fast Food Indonesia annual financial reports spanning from 2016 to 2023. The analytical process encompasses data review, calculation, comparative measurements, interpretation, and research result application. Number one, data collection. The study used documentation data collection techniques by utilizing secondary data from the annual financial report of Fast Food Indonesia (KFC) for the period 2016 to 2023. This accessed through the company's official website, focusing on measuring profitability ratios, return on asset, liquidity, current ratio, and solvency debt to equity ratio. Number two, analysis techniques. The analysis methodology used descriptive statistical analysis to process data to obtain an overview of the average and median values of the variables studied. Number three, validation. Validation of the analysis research was carried out through descriptive statistics using official financial report data from Fast Food Indonesia for period 2016 to 2023 with measurement of liquidity, solvency, and profitability ratios to produce a systematic and comprehensive analysis. Result and discussion. Analysis calculation of Fast Food Indonesia. The section analyzes the financial performance trend of Fast Food Indonesia (KFC) from 2016 to 2023. It presents a descriptive analysis including average calculation, standard deviation, and trend in profitability, liquidity, and solvency ratio. The number one, calculation of return on asset. Fast Food Indonesia shows fluctuation return on asset as performance during the period 2016 to 2023. The company's return on assets moved from 6.695% in 2016 with the highest achievement of 10.694% in 2023 and the lowest point of 2.026% in 2002. This change illustrates the variation in the company's ability to generate net income from its assets. Number two, calculation analysis current ratio Fast Food Indonesia. Fast Food Indonesia experienced a decrease in current ratio from 179.31% 2016 to 57.45% 2023, with the highest achievement of 190.49% in 2018. This condition indicates a weakening of the company's ability to pay short-term debts, where in 2023, the company's current assets are not sufficient to cover its current debt. Number three, debt-to-equity ratio analysis calculation of Fast Food Indonesia. Fast Food Indonesia shows a debt-to-equity ratio performance that continues increase from 2016 to 2022. Starting from 110.70% 2016, it dropped to 94.07% 2018, but then rose sharply to 260.25% 2002. The significant increase in the debt-to-equity ratio, especially in last year, indicates that the company is increasingly relying on debt funding compared to its own capital. The number four, interpretation of results. The descriptive statistical analysis of Fast Food Indonesia's financial performance from 2016 to 2023 reveals key insights across three financial ratios. The study shows an average return on assets of 7.25%, indicating measured profit generated from total assets. The current ratio of 1.3225 reflects short-term liquidity capabilities, while the debt-to-equity ratio of 1.8575 highlights significant debt reliance. Median values closely aligned with mean suggestion a consistent financial performance that provides valuable strategic insights from management decision making. Discussion. The study analyzes the financial performance of Fast Food Indonesia for the period 2016-2023 through the return on asset current ratio and debt to equity ratio, with the results showing an average return on asset of 7.25%, current ratio of 1.3225, and debt to equity ratio of 1.8575, and median values of 7%, 1.3550, and 1.5600, respectively, are indicating good profitability capabilities but requiring attention to the aspect of liquidity and high leverage level. The number one, comparison with prior research. The result of the study show a comparison of the performance of PT Fast Food Indonesia before the pandemic 2017 to 2018, which experienced an increase in financial ratios, with the period during and after the pandemic 2019 to 2022, which experienced a significant decline. Multiple linear regression analysis revealed a significant effect of current ratio and debt to equity ratio on return on assets for the period 2016 to 2023, indicating the importance of good financial management. Number two, limitation. This study has limitations, including the lack of in-depth analysis of factors causing fluctuation in financial ratios, such as the return on assets, decline in 2022 and recovery in 2023, and the continued drop in the current ratio. Additionally, reliance on secondary data from annual reports may affect accuracy, depending on the reliability of the company's financial reporting. Number three, future research. Based on the limitation that have been identified, it is recommended that further researchers expand the scope of the analysis by including financial ratios, industry comparison, and including qualitative analysis to provide a more complete picture of the company's financial performance. Conclusion of the study reveals that Fast Food Indonesia navigated significant financial challenges between 2016 to 2023, primarily driven by global economic disruption and the COVID-19 pandemic. Defensive strategies were crucial in maintaining stability, with current ratio and debt to equity ratio significantly influencing return on assets despite improving profitability through strategy adjustment. Persistent liquidity concern remain a key challenge, underscoring the need for comprehensive future research in the fast food sector financial dynamics. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.